Hello everyone, this is Sam back again for a new video, and today we're going to be talking about ArenaNet's latest announcement, that is to say the build templates. This is something that is long overdue, this is something that the community really wants, and this is also something that the community had an alternative for quite a while in the form of our DPS build templates. This tool is a third-party software, however it has been whitelisted for a very long time, and of course its development will be discontinued once this feature launches into the game. But first, let's listen to the intro. Now that we're attacking the content of the video, let's have a look at what are the promises that we're getting. This is going to be releasing on October 29th, that is to say about 4 weeks from now. This gives us time to actually prepare properly for this implementation in such a way as saving everything that you currently have in our DPS. If you have a lot of builds, if you have a lot of gear templates, you might want to copy all of these builds into a website like GW2 Skills in order to have it tucked away for the time the patch actually releases. Now, when it comes to what they are properly telling us is that they have decided to divide the system between build and equipment. This makes a lot of sense because it allows you for combinations between the two of them instead of having a fixed group of build and gear for each and every single one of the builds you have theory crafted or made. This also actually gives us a little bit more of leeway when it comes to creating different builds, because we can obviously mix and match gear sets with different trait sets. When it comes to the build templates in themselves, they are here to store a set of utility skills, specialization lines, and major trait choices. You'll be able to find these directly in the hero panel, so nothing is going to be really hidden or a hassle to work with. And one of the things that they have implemented that sounds very good to me is a lot of control over your build templates. You're going to be able to copy them, rename them, clear them completely, as it's written here. So that's actually pretty useful in order to properly manage your build templates. The only issue I see with all of that is that it seems to be stored in the cloud instead of having some local storage of your build templates. That's a little bit annoying in my opinion, because sometimes you might just want to actually have them on your hard drive to be able to send them via Discord or some other communication system you're using with your guildies. When it comes to the way the build templates work, you only need to press one button in order to swap them. So that's actually very good QoL. That's quite a bit faster than using the one that we currently have with our DPS. However, we're already seeing the limitations of this QoL update, because if you want to get build templates, you need to actually buy them. We're getting 3 of them on release, and any further one that you will want to have will have to be bought in the gem store. As a reminder, our DPS didn't have any such limitation, which means that we're effectively paying for something that we already had in a form. And this actually sparked quite a controversy within the community, but we will get to this part later on. One of the very good things that they are implementing, in my opinion, is the capacity to share them. As I said earlier, it is a shame that we do not have some local files to be able to share them directly through Discord, TeamSpeak, or whatever. But having a way to share them in-game by using them as a chat link is quite good. It allows people to preview them, to inspect them, and I think that this is going to be particularly useful when it comes to training for raids, when it comes to probably PvP, if you want to share a build that you've used in a match and someone asks you. Like, all of this really spurs the community spirit, and this is something that ArenaNet has been pushing forward a lot. It's sort of like a trademark. So I think that this actually makes a lot of sense when it comes to what they are trying to do. Another thing that they have added, which sounds pretty good to me, is the build storage. So when you have a build template that you don't use, or if it's a build template that doesn't match the character you're currently on, you can decide to store it in the account-wide build storage. We're getting 3 spots on release. We're getting 3 more of them as a pack in the gem store, because they're sold in packs of 3. And actually, this is pretty good, because it means that if you are in a situation where you do not want to buy extra build templates, you probably have the possibility to just store the extra ones from your main character, move some gear up, and use that on another character. So if it's too costly to unlock more equipment and build templates, you will be able probably to bypass all of that by simply creating more characters of the same class. When it comes to the equipment templates, we're getting exactly the same treatment as the build templates. That is to say, you can copy, rename, whatever. All of these are in the hero panel, of course. But there is one major difference. It's the fact that equipment actually gets stored within the template. So it's supposedly going to free up some space in your inventory, which in my case is going to be very good because most of my inventory is equipment. And the only thing I have with that is that I'm afraid that it's not going to be working perfect on release, and we might actually get some equipment eaten or some meme. I really hope that the implementation is going to be good, and I actually trust Aeronet to make something that works quite well on release itself. You've got exactly the same functionalities as the build templates, bar for the legendary gear, which of course is something you don't have in builds. It is actually shared across all of your templates, so you can just store legendary equipment and then have it be declined for all of the gear templates that you have, which in my opinion is a very good QOL. We're getting only 2 of these on release, and then we can buy more in the gem store. I think that this is too little, like it's written here. You will have access to 2 equipment tabs for free. The first one will be automatically populated with the equipment of the character that you are currently wearing when the patch releases. Once again, save everything on something like GW2 skills, like write your builds down, guys, or you're gonna regret it. And then you can purchase additional equipment template tabs from the gem store. I think that this actually makes sense from a monetization point of view. Aeronet wants to actually get money from the crowd that doesn't need to buy stuff when new Living Story releases because they've been playing so far. And this is a good way to get money from that specific demographic. However, since we still haven't seen the prices, we can't say much. I really hope that the prices are well thought of. Something that's not too expensive, something that's not too cheap either, but something that actually makes you think there is an opportunity cost in getting them compared to a character slot or something. I want to be able to think freely, okay, this is probably the good option, not just think, oh, I might get a character slot because that's going to be cheaper. Anyways, having to pay for the templates sucks quite a bit, which is why the community has been debating left and right ever since they announced this 2 days ago on their blog post. Our DPS was doing all of these functionalities real well, and apparently in Guild Wars 1 you could store builds for free on a local file on your computer. All of this is some very, very saddening change for the people who were used to a system that was free, that was doing exactly what they wanted, but the future is now, old man. Is what I would like to say. We are having a tool that is actually going to be implemented directly into the game, that's going to be supported by the devs. We have something that is added directly as we asked for it, and you can't get something without paying for it. That's like a general rule in life. That's how IT services work. You want something developed, you pay for it. And it actually makes sense for me, right? They put resources to develop something that the community wanted. Of course, it's not necessarily going to be for free. Still, I think that having only 3 build templates and 2 gear templates is way too little. As I said at the start of the video, when I have 6 different builds, it's 6 different trait lines, 6 different sets of traits, it's 6 different gear sets. Everything changes, right? It's not simply okay, I have Zerker and I have Viper and then I'm going to play 3 builds. No. It's much more complicated than that. And I think that the fact that they made the game so that anybody, well, any class can tank, DPS or heal should have given them a hunch towards maybe giving us more than 3 of each, or at least 3 equipment templates to match the 3 build templates. Still, I think that they've probably based the decision on some data, like how many characters of the same class people have to decide the builds, and how many gear sets people have on average to decide how many equipment templates they gave us. Still, that's like proper management of data. You don't always want to look at averages, you want to look at extremes, because that's where the true information lies. Anyways, that's gonna be it for this video. I'm gonna wrap it up. I really hope that the pricing matches the quality of the implementation. Yeah, that's it. I actually have hopes for this to be good. I'm not gonna debate, or I'm not gonna get mad, I'm not gonna go cry on Twitter or something until I actually see what we're getting, but hopefully it's gonna be good. Now that the video is over, I want to thank every single one of you for having supported me, for still watching my video. If you want to leave a like, a comment, if you want to join us on Discord, feel free to. We're a very nice community. And if you want to support me in other ways, there are a bunch of links in the description, you can go there. Speaking about supporting me on other places, I still have some giveaways to do, so stay tuned to Twitch and Twitter, because it usually happens over there. Now, I wish every single one of you to have a wonderful time theory crafting, and remember to save them templates.